Thank you so much for the time today, sir. The one thing I'm curious about, you start a new season, and especially after this kind of hiatus, what was it like jumping back in, after the pandemic disrupted things for so long?
It's like riding a bike, just an old hat, an old pair of jeans. You're getting into something familiar that you really like, and you get to do it again. So there's those nervous trepidations like anything, but the second that you're in the actual role of what you're supposed to be doing, you've got no time or energy to think about anything else. So you're just experiencing it and getting back to what you really want to do, which is hosting the Amazing Race Canada.
Well, what made these competitors fun to watch? Because I know every season it's amazing to see the energy from them. They're always so different. So what was this group like?
We've never had a group that's been waiting 3 years to be on the show. So that in and of itself will create a little bit of tension, some pent up emotions that we got to let loose at the start line and watch people freak out, lose their minds, go and experience the toughest regime that you'll ever be put through. And they got to do it with bated breath. So it's an awesome competitive group of people who've never waited longer for the experience than this year.
Well, what gives some teams the edge, do you think? Is there something that you would say kind of gives some people an advantage in this competition that maybe others don't have?
I think history. History together allows folks to be able to move through strife a little bit easier, because you certainly know and can gauge from historical experiences how somebody's going to react, respond, and more importantly, how you need to react and respond to that individual's emotions. Because for all intents and purposes, the one who's reacting and responding and needing to be considered is the one who's actually doing the challenge. And you there as a supporter and your ability to either feed into that sense of pressure to perform, or your ability to help take them out of that headspace and transition them into a space where they can be calm, cool, and confident to be able to think flexibly and move on. And that, I think, that history is one of those big things.
Well, I know in the past you've had the opportunity to do some of the challenges.
Most all of them.
Oh, you do all of them? I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Okay, so just starting off, what was the Ferris wheel like to attempt? Because we've seen a bit of a clip that you had attempted that.
Yeah, it looks awesome, doesn't it? It looks.
It does.
I saw the zoom shots. The quality of production is only in the last 3 years elevated. Without our ability to sort of keep time with that progression. So what you're going to see from season 7 to season 8 is a massive leap in our technical capacity to capture the environment in which we're in. And with drone technology and stuff like that we're utilizing today, ever more in every sort of scenario and scene. Like when I saw that drone come up to me, I delivered my line. And then when it flies away, you think, okay, now it's got the Ferris wheel and some downtown. But when it's moving, when you reveal the entire skyline of Montreal, it's breathtaking. And I saw the shot and I was like, that's what that looks like? That's amazing. So as hard as it was to crawl up that ladder, the results and the rewards for creators is the juice, man. That's what keeps us going. Getting that shot, that quality look. And I get to focus on that while delivering a line and not being worried about standing at the precipice of a 400-foot chasm or a jump or some crazy thing that I'll be doing.
Have there been, I guess my question is further to that, have there been any, even this season, that were way more daunting than any you've done before?
For sure. The stuff that they have to do cerebrally is always going to be, notched up year over year, season over season. The producers become that much more capable of creating ridiculous challenges in the most unsavory of locations that are usually visually stunning. And so everybody evolves. Everybody has previous experiences to draw upon to prepare them for the production of the next season. And year over year, everybody's getting better at what they do. And they imbibe that into the content that you get to watch back during the summer for the 10 weeks that it's on our television. And we get to feed into an incredibly talented pool of resources and creators who make this show.
Well, how often do you have fans coming up to you, asking about the show and going, "Oh yeah, I can't wait to come out and do this one day. I'm going to do it." Do you get that a lot?
I get more often people say, "Oh, I could never do that." People always talk about how hard it would be and who they could never go on the show with. It is occasionally framed in a positive context of, "Oh, you're going to see me. I'm going to be on your start line." I love hearing that. But I do often get more of the, "Oh, I could never do that. That's so crazy. I love watching it though, but I could never do it." To which I usually need to correct them and tell them that, yes, you can. No, you're not too old, and you don't need to be 14 to run the race. Your knees don't need to be at the beginning of their life cycle. You can do it at the closer to the end of your knees life cycle too.
Well, the last thing I want to know is, you get such.
Is it really the last thing? Honestly, let's you and me right now. Is it the last thing you want to know, or is it all you have time for?
Well, I could probably talk for quite a while.
Maybe it's all I have time for.
The series gives you such unique opportunities to Canada. Do you feel like it gives you a bit of a chance to be a tourist in Canada at some point in making the show, or is there just no time, or what is that like for you?
It's ADD tourism is what it is. It's tourism for the attention deficit disordered, but it's a great opportunity for me to go back for me to get a taste of something, to be inspired to come back. And I get a taste of it in real life. Everybody gets a taste of it while you watch the show. And that same flavor, that same sense of drawing you in is ever present. And you're feeling while watching it what I was feeling while being there. And we all need to go back and explore wherever the episode just was at a little bit of a slower pace.
It is honestly one of my favorite things about the show. I love so much about it. I love the adventure, but I love that it's a bit of a tourism video for these places that, we need to see part of Canada.
Season 1, John Brunton, I think, said it. It's a love letter to Canada. I'll keep rehashing that tagline because it's really telling what it is. When the people who make it love it as much as we all do, it literally is a love letter. We're showcasing, talking about, and promoting and capturing what it is that we can all collectively be proud of and what we can all feed into in terms of that commonality that connects each and every one of us. And we are all way more similar than we are dissimilar. And if we can concentrate on that, there'll be a whole lot less strife in this world and a whole lot less division.
I love that. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to chat. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to see the rest of the season.
You only have to wait a few hours. It's
true.
It's not that far off. So hang tight, and you can vet your appetite in just a few hours at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Sounds good. Thank you again. Have a great day. I can't wait to talk to you for the next one.
All right. Cheers. Take care.
Cheers.